Hello, students. Welcome to class number 2. Thank you for coming so early on time as usual. That is another ability, another characteristic that I welcome in my students. Okay, so first of all, welcome, yeah. First of all, let's remember the rules of the class. Yes? Number 1, remember to maintain your cameras open. Yes? Name has to be correct in Zoom. Okay? Also, you have to use the chat and the microphones responsibly. Participation is always essential, is organized, is in English, and is frequent. Okay? Don't forget to pay attention to everything in the class, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate and ask. Finally, remember to use the dictionary for all the activities. I recommend the Cambridge Dictionary. Okay, others such as Macmillan are also great. So please feel free to use them even in exams. Okay, students. So let's start the class. Today we're gonna talk about an interesting topic. And first, I'm gonna show you a phrase just to open the class. Can you see the presentation? Yes? Don't worry, there's nothing in it yet. I just want to check if you can see the PowerPoint. Thank you. Okay, can you see it now? All right, good. So please, can you read it, Ian? Very good. Borrows. To me, remember the process. To me, old age is always 10 years older than I am. John Barnes. Yes? Oh, it is like that because it's a phrase, it's a quote. When you quote, exactly, you do that. Okay, I want to know what is your opinion on this phrase. Let's see. Gonzalo. Okay, exactly. 10 years. So imagine that you are, sorry, 50 now, and you say, I will be old in 10 years. Okay. So then it comes 60 and you say, exactly. And when you are 70, you say, that's it. And 80, oh no, you will live that long, I'm sure. And when you're 90, exactly. So you are never old. What do you think about that? Of course, what, where do you see the age on people? What's your first impression that person is old? White hair? What else? Because some people dye their hair, no? Okay, good. What else? Their skin. But what's the difference between, for example, your skin and 80, a person that's 80-year old, 80 years? What is that? Arrugas. Or how do you say that? You can use a dictionary. Remember that. You have to be more independent. Okay? I'm waiting. Exactly. Very good, Domi. Wrinkles. Wrinkles. Good. Okay, when you become old, okay, as you grow older, wrinkles start appearing on your face. Do not worry, that is completely normal. Okay, So the idea is that becoming old has different um, people see becoming old different because of course you are individuals and you have different opinions. You want to know what I think about getting old? I'm going to show you a picture of how I think I'll look when I'm 70 years old. Yeah, it's funny, right? Yeah, that's it. I think I'll look like that when I'm 70. Yes, how do you think you'll look? Why? Because I don't consider myself conventional. I think you're not either. Um, what do you think? No, right? No, you're not conventional at all. Okay? You are not, or let's say you are not formal, you are all kind of a crazy, but in a good way, let's say. Do you think that is crazy in a good way? Good. Thank you for the feedback. All right, students. So, knowing this phrase that I share with you and the picture, what do you think the class will be about? About young people like you and I? No, right? It is about, as I said, growing older. Mhm. Growing older. Yes, when you grow old, when you become old. What is old for you? What's the number? Tell me. 40. So you mean I'm gonna be old in 6 years? No, come on. Okay, 50. Well, that's considered the third age or the golden years. Exactly. Well, that depends on the person. Um, I think if you believe 40 is old, and when you are 40, you will feel old. You want to feel old when you're 40? Come on. Okay. You say 80? Maybe that's, you feel limitations, no? At 80? Exactly. Very good. So maybe when you feel limited, by your what? By what? Your mind? Your body. Okay. So your body might be a limitation. Why? So there's something that is mm, more than meets the eye, no more than meets the eye. You said the hair, the wrinkles, but also inside there's a change. Maybe people cannot see, but when you move or something, they can see. Okay, so let's share. I'm gonna share with you the objectives of the class. Okay, you're gonna be able to recognize expectations about the future through a poem. Oh, don't be like that. Poems are great. You're gonna be able to explain and support opinions about growing old through critical thinking activities. Remember, class number one, I told you this was going to be something that you practice every day in class with me. Critical thinking. And also you will be able to construct, okay, create sentences about individual expectations of growing old, okay, through writing activities. Yes, you're gonna write, okay, some sentences about your expectations of growing old. Today, we're gonna have a little grammar practice, okay? That is exactly what we're gonna do right now. That's gonna give you the structure, okay, to Precisely create the sentences that you have to in this lesson. Don't worry, grammar with me is never a burden. Even you're gonna play quizzes to consolidate this learning. Exactly, yeah. You don't know quizzes? Or it's very easy to play, very fun. All right, so let's go to the next activity right now. We are going to watch to see a timeline, okay? Do you know what is a timeline? Exactly, timeline. Good, it's not that difficult. Okay, that is a timeline. You can see the past, now, and the future. We're gonna concentrating exactly the future. I want you to think about the year when you're gonna be 70 years old. Do you know what's that year? You're 16 right now. Uh-huh. Okay, exactly. You're gonna be 70 around 2075. That's kind of crazy. Okay, yeah. When you think about the future, sometimes you also think about what you want to accomplish when you are a certain age. Okay, you want to have a house, you want to have family, you want to get graduated. Now, let's think beyond 70 years old. Graduation, family, houses. Ooh, that's almost in the past. When you're 70, you want to say, I did this. You know what? I did this. hmm I did this. I climbed the Everest. I I went to 1,000 concerts because I love music. Mm, you're gonna say things about your life that will give you this feeling of fulfill fulfillment. What is that? So, what do you want to accomplish when you are 70? These can be some examples. By the time I'm 70, I will have climbed all the volcanoes in Ecuador. By the time I'm 70, I will have gone to 40 different countries. This can be one of two of your wishes, no? Can be different, of course. These are just some examples. Exactly. Yes, don't worry. We're going to study right now the structure of these sentences. Let's become let's become doctors, surgeons, and we're gonna do a medical procedure on these sentences, okay? Remember medical procedures? This is not so extreme. Okay, here you can see both sentences. They are, remember what was separating yesterday? We studied it in a reading. Separate the bone. Remember that, Ian? You wanted to be taller? Exactly. Pull apart. Very good. Well, in this case, it's not necessary, but we can say I pull apart the sentence so you can study the items. Can you see the similarity? Okay, so what can you say number one, Fabi? Very good. By the time. Okay, Domi? I'm 70. Very good. Gonzalo? Will have climbed. I will have gone. Very good. Ian? All the volcanoes in Ecuador to 40 different countries. So, when you see it, when you see them like this, you can see the similarity in both, and that gives you an idea on how to construct this, how to talk about the expectations you have. Exactly, the expectations you have for your future when you are 70, by the time, okay, when that moment comes, when you are 70, what will you have accomplished? I will have, I will have, exactly. Okay, and then the last verb, the last action, will depend on what you want to achieve, but will always maintain. Of course, if you're speaking negative, Gonzalo, it will be won't. Very good. Okay, and the last part is exactly what you want to accomplish. Very specific. Okay, you want to speak different languages, you want to visit different countries, you want to try different foods. Uh-huh, exactly. So with this, do you have an idea on how to construct your sentences at the end of the class? It's not right now. You're gonna do other exercises in order to achieve this part of creation. Yes, you can see it? Okay, Fabio, you need more practice? Don't worry. That's exactly what you're gonna get. Thank you for the feedback. That's always very important. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen now. Okay, and for the next activity, we are going to watch a video. Okay, we're gonna. You remember at the beginning of the class, you were gonna listen to a song. No, you said it was boring, but it is not. Really not. Right? A poem. Why do you relate boring with poem? No, it's because you weren't raised reading poems. Maybe if you were raised reading poems, you would have liked them. Mm-hmm. Don't worry, give it a shot. Shot, a chance, an opportunity. Give it a shot. Okay, good. Yeah, you want to give it a shot? That's great. I love it. Thank you for being for being such open-minded students. Yeah. Okay, let's watch a video, listen to the poem. You can always stop for asking me questions about the vocabulary, the content of the video, or if you didn't listen correctly. Yeah? Can you see my screen when I am old? Okay. The title of the poem is Warning, Warning. The poem was written by Jamie Joseph. Okay? Please listen to it, even if you're not a woman and even if you're not old, it will get you. I promise. Give it a shot. Mhm.
Joseph. When I'm an old woman, I shall wear purple, with a red hat, which doesn't go and doesn't suit me. And I shall spend my pension on brandy and summer gloves and satin sandals and say we've no money for butter. I shall sit down on the pavement when I'm tired and gobble up samples in shops and press alarm bells and run my stick along the public railings and make up for the sobriety of my youth.
Please, here it's me who's going to stop. Pay attention to this sentence. Make up for the sobriety of my youth. Okay? Make up. Yes? Yes, Gonzalo? Make up. But in this case, it's not this makeup. Okay, makeup like Lipstick, no. Okay, remember I told you about words that when they go together, they have a different meaning together, only together. Exactly. In this case, makeup in the context of this sentence means to compensate. Yes, to compensate when you have to do something, okay, to balance other that you didn't, okay? For example, you didn't do homework yesterday, you have to make up for that today. You have to compensate by doing yesterday's homework and today's homework. What is the message of that? Make up, compensate. Don't leave. I have for tomorrow what you can do today. Exactly. Please, let's continue.
My youth. I shall go out in my slippers in the rain and pick flowers in other people's gardens and learn to spit. You can wear terrible shirts and grow more fat and eat 3 pounds of sausages at a go, or only bread and pickle for a week, and hoard pens and pencils and beer mats and things in boxes. But now we must have clothes that keep us dry and pay our rent and not swear in the street and set a good example for the children. We must have friends to dinner and read the papers. But maybe I ought to practice a little now, so people who know me aren't too shocked and surprised when suddenly I'm old and start to wear purple. I think young people think old people are completely different. You know, they're like a world apart.
Yeah.
They're a foreign
Okay,
country.
this is the actress Elena Bonham Carter who was reading the poem. Didn't it get you? Right? Right? You want to compensate or you want to start right now? Good, good. No, it's good, the message. I love it. I am even impressed right now. Woof. Okay, so right now I want you to say, okay, I want you to think first of an example um, from the poem that really shocked you. Like, I don't really expect an old person to do this in front of me ever. So, what caused that impression on you? Okay, tell me, think. Uh-huh. Okay, you say the women drinking and smoking. Okay, that's good, Ian. What do you say, Fabi? Wearing crazy clothes. Okay, okay. Good, good. What do you think, Gonzalo? Ah, okay. The speeding, speeding on the street. Yeah. Oh, speed. You know, when you put saliva out of your mouth, that. Yeah, that's it. Okay, and what about you, Domi? What do you think about the video? What example caused more impression on you? Ah, picking flowers from other people's garden. Oh, good. Yeah. Oh, because you love flowers. How's your garden right now? Does it look beautiful? Yeah. How would you feel if someone takes your roses, your flowers? Okay, good. That's good. Excellent. I like the fact that you were able to catch these examples, even though it's British English. It's a good idea to listen to different accents to get used to all, to expect um, nothing in a conversation. So when you listen to them, the British person talking, you don't find any surprises because they really speak a little bit different to American people. Yeah, it's a good idea to listen to different accents. That's right. Mm-hmm. Good. Now you're gonna go to breakout rooms for 3 minutes. Remember yesterday when you went to breakout rooms? Good. Today you're gonna have 3 minutes, okay, to talk about a what was the expression I told you to focus on? Remember you told me it was similar to the lipstick, makeup. Exactly. Makeup for what? Remember, it was to compensate. Makeup, compensate what? Uh-huh. To make up for the sobriety of my youth. Youth. When you are young, you're 20, you're 30, 40, still young, okay, and you behave correctly, and then you have to compensate when you're old for everything you didn't do. I want you to find an example from the poem. I want you to get to a discussion between, okay, couples. Mm, yeah, couples. You go 3 minutes. Yeah, it's random. Fabi can go with Domingo, Gonzalo, Ian, it depends. You're gonna talk about an example, one example from the video that expresses making up for the sobriety of one's youth. Okay? Okay, so you have to compensate something that is like exactly exaggerated. Good. Okay, we're gonna go for 3 minutes, okay? And then you come back and tell me the results. Remember, make up for the sobriety of my youth. When there are 2 minutes, 1 minute left, sorry, when there is 1 minute left, meaning when you are 2 minutes already in the breakout room, I'm gonna send a message telling you there is 1 minute left. Please prepare, okay? And then the session will finish immediately, okay? After the 1 minute, it's automatic, and you will return to this list, to this session, okay? Are you ready? Make up for the sobriety of my youth. Good. 3 minutes. Go. Very good, students. How you feel now about the discussion you had? Make up for the sobriety, sorry, of my youth. Okay, tell me. Fabi and Domi were together. Tell me, one of you tell me, please, what is the conclusion you you got to? One example from the poem. Okay, so when you have to start from one day wearing purple. Okay, you have to one day just wear purple to start compensating. Okay, good. And the summer gloves. Okay, and the red hat. Red hat. Good. Okay, Gonzalo Enian, tell me what conclusion you got to about the sentence I gave you and what example you found. Okay, swearing and spitting. That got you, no? That example, spitting. Yeah, swearing and spitting just exactly. It's one day suddenly. It's not that person, that old person, that elderly, uh, was always like that. No, it was one day just to compensate. Good, good, exactly. That means to compensate. Do you really, really want to compensate to make up for everything you didn't do? I have to start doing it right now. Good. Now you're gonna go to your independent practice. Okay. This part, sorry. Here you are going um to be assessed in quizzes about your knowledge of the future perfect. Okay, that is a name that we give to this structure that we have practice will have. Okay, and you're gonna take the video, the poem as an example. Okay, now you're open to think about actions, ideas that you don't want to leave behind. You're going to use the structure of future perfect to, okay, to be assessed on quizzes, and then you're going to create your sentences. Please, let's remember that. Do you remember what do we use it for? Exactly, expectations that you have for a certain time in the future. Good. Okay, you are clear about it. Remember the structure. I think you don't have any problems with that. Let's go to quizzes right now, and then you will be ready to create your own sentences. Okay, I'm going to give you the link on the chat, and then we go. Okay. There you go. I'm going to share my screen, okay? Start. Sorry. Isn't it exciting? Good. The future perfect is used to indicate a future that has a definite end date. Indicate a past event. Indicate an uncertain future event. Or indicate a future and present events. Future and present? Uncertain? Past? No, right? It's future and it has a definite end date. Good. Excellent. Memes are so funny. Okay, we go up. How the future perfect is formed. Okay, sorry, this is a little structure part. Remember, is by the time Forget that. Next is will. So we can eliminate two, no? First and the second, good. Next is be. No, so we can eliminate number three, right? Will, have, past participle. Remember one example of past participle? Climbed, gone. Very good. Okay. That's excellent. Let's continue. Choose the correct sentence in the future perfect. Remember the structure? Okay, now choose one that fits exactly the structure you said was correct. Will be? Sure? Remember will be? No, exactly. Cooks? Will have participle. What is the participle in that case? Okay, very good, Domi. Cooked. And let's go faster. They, the homework. Sorry, that was not my intention. Haven't done. Okay, yes, exactly. No, have done. Sorry. My bad. Yes, don't worry. We can repeat that question later. Where? From, exactly, because it was a question. No, it was a sentence. That was the problem. Okay, good. This is a question. Remember what happens with a question? Okay. No, because it is a question, remember. Exactly. Will she have? Good. Don't worry, we're going to repeat that question. I'm very sorry for that. Okay. There are 10 questions. We're going to finish right now. Choose the correct sentence of the future perfect. Will not have saved, won't be saving. Exactly. Very good. That's cute. Okay, let's continue. Select the correct sentence on the future perfect. You have 4 options. Remember, eliminate for the ones that you are sure they're not. Okay. Will be and go to. Good. Eliminate those 2. Now the 3 and the 4. One reading? Exactly. So it's not, it's number 3. Good. Let's continue. Look, we are getting a power up. Eliminate one incorrect option. Very good. Excellent. We have a power up. Okay, now we can activate it. Let's activate it. Choose the correct sentence on future perfect. Can you see that now we have squares? It's because there's one, more than one, sorry. One eaten, that's not. Will eaten? No. Won't have eaten? Exactly. I will not have eaten. Exactly. Both of these are correct. Yes? Good. Now, I by then. Will live in, will left, will have left, will believe. Will believe? Believe? No. Okay, will left? Will living? No, we'll have left. Good. We're gonna finish. I think that was the last one. No, this is the last one. By 2050, scientists a cure for cancer. Yes? Good. We'll have found. Excellent. Good, good. Redemption, redemption. Now we have the opportunity to correct this. They, the homework. Exactly, because haven't is not correct. Won't have done. Won't have done. Very good. Excellent. That was perfect. Now, do you have your sentences now? I need that each one comes up with at least two sentences. Okay? Very quick. Remember, when you are 70. And when you're thinking of that, while you think that, you can search for a picture that looks not exactly, but how you think you might look when you're 70. Thinking about clothes, the hair, hats for the boys, man, beard, okay? Think about it. Search for a picture that fits your expectations of growing old, okay? And also put two sentences each on the chat talking about what you think you will have accomplished by then. Okay? Thank you. Uh-huh. Very good. Okay, don't worry. Yes, good. Oh my goodness, perfect. Bought 3 cars, traditional food from 100 countries, have gotten married 5 times. That's crazy. Have visited all the 7 wonders from the modern world. Okay. Discovered the cure for cancer. Ah, the quizzes gave you an idea? Good. Have learned 10 languages. That's amazing. You have the time. You're young. Okay. Eliminated hunger in Ecuador. That is beautiful. And run more than 1 million kilometers. I like running. Oh, you want to be a professional on that? You want to become famous? Okay, good. Now, students, the idea is the picture, no? I want you to show me pictures of you, of people, all people that fits your expectations, that fit, sorry, your expectations. You ready? Okay. Oh, look at that. My goodness, such crazy thing to see. Wow. I love it. Now you think different. Maybe you were thinking about growing old and being, mm, you know, the regular that we see, not the normal, but I can see that you have other expectations. What about this, Ian? You think you're gonna be grumpy? Oh, you're grumpy already. Thank you for that. Okay, students, thank you for the class. You were amazing. Your participation was excellent through all the activities. And thank you for your responsibility. Bye and see you next class.